Everything was swirling around in my head all at once. I felt like I couldn't breathe. Like no matter how much I swam, I'd never reach the surface. It was only then, once all my bags had been packed and I left with nothing but my thoughts, that I noticed the door to Kyoko's room was slightly cracked open. She hadn't spoken to me properly in days. She wouldn't eat. She exercised more than she slept. And she screamed more than she smiled. Knocking on her door would be futile anyways. It's not like I hadn't tried reaching out before, but...
Because you're family now, right? So come and join us.
What am I doing? I heard Kyoko's desk chair roll back towards the door. She opened it without getting up and without saying a word. Just looking at me with that hollow expression. Her face was gaunt and her skin pale.
What is it, Hitoshi?
Nothing, I just finished packing is all. Idiot! You mustered up the courage to knock on her door, and that's all you came to say?
Good. I'll go let Mom know. She made a checklist and she wanted to go over it with you before you leave tomorrow.
I watched as Kyoko silently brushed past me, her back turned against mine. Knowing this might be my last chance to make amends with her before I left, I impulsively reached out and grabbed her hand.
What? Are you alright?
Kyoko, can we talk?
Why? I don't have anything more to say to you.
She had nothing more to say to me. She was going to let me leave the same way we met. As strangers? That's not fair, Kyoko! I just want to know why you're so angry at me! What the hell did I even do wrong? I let my anger slip out, my body tensing up and tears welling in my eyes. I knew I was being emotional, that I was vulnerable and pathetic right now. But I would have done anything in that moment just to get some closure.
What did you even do wrong? Do you even hear yourself? Hitoshi, do you think the walls in this house are thin?
What? Why are you asking me that?
Answer me. Are they, or are they not?
Well, they are, but...
Then, if I were to stand behind this door and speak at this volume, would you bet that you could hear me?
Well, yeah, sure. But if you're trying to say I spoke ill of you behind your back, you'd be wrong. But then, I remembered. The day everything went downhill. Tumbling, crashing, and burning. That day, I had spoken to Kyoko's mother.
She truly, with her whole heart, doesn't want to get better at all. And I can't do it. As she becomes more malnourished, her emotional stability wanes. Because she can't control her emotions, on days she gains weight, she starves for the whole day. And when she starves, she's in so much pain. Since she can't handle eating, but she can't handle starving, she just loses her mind and screams. It's like I'm watching my daughter die, physically and mentally.
You're telling me she's basically insane, aren't you? All those rumors at school were true. She screams uncontrollably like this regularly? To the point where even her own father can't look at her anymore?
Hitoshi, please, don't hate Kyoko. I know that she really does care for you.
I'm scared. Is it wrong of me to be scared? This isn't normal, Miss Aoyama. She's so sick that I don't know what to do. It took me a long time to come to my senses and realize the truth. The truth that the Kyoko who had held my hand when I was alone in the hospital and the Kyoko who had screamed like she'd lost her mind were the same person. She wasn't faking it in front of me, because both sides to her were truly her. Kyoko, did you overhear what your mom and I spoke about when...
It's fine. Really. I'm sorry I've been so cold to you, because, honestly, I should just get a grip. I didn't expect you to be any different either. To magically understand me when even my parents couldn't. I am really okay with this.
I stayed silent, knowing she had more to say. I would wait as long as it took for her to tell me what she truly felt inside. When Kyoko finally found the strength to speak up, I don't think that I was prepared to hear what was in her heart.
I'm really not okay. God, I know that everyone thinks I'm insane and a nuisance and a burden, but why does it still hurt the same every time that it happens? Shouldn't I just be able to accept it by now? I know they're right, but still. I thought I could do it. I really thought I could help you recover. I thought because I'd gone through the therapy, I'd be a good support system. If I could just smile long enough for you to be well, but that was selfish. It wasn't for you. It was for me. I've been a burden to everyone my whole life, and I just wanted to feel like I was helpful instead of hurtful just once in my life. But because of that, I only brought you pain in the end. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I was shocked to hear what seemed to be Kyoko's real feelings. What her mother said about her having grown used to me was a lie. All this time, Kyoko had been holding everything in for my sake. She didn't want me here, but she bore it all with the best intentions in her heart. So then, why? Why did she put up this impenetrable barrier between us if she cared for me this much? Why couldn't she have just told me the truth? Why? Why have you been holding all this in? You never berated me when I came to you. You said it was your family. So why did you lie? I want to be there for you too. When you're struggling, hurting, or whatever else, I want you to be happy. That's what I care most about. You said whatever I need, didn't you? I need you to be okay. I need you not to hate me. And I'm sorry that I couldn't accept what happened at first. But I've come to realize the truth. That you're still the you who encouraged me and smiled, no matter how far away she seems now. Believe me, when I said, it just took me time to come to the right conclusion. I'm an idiot, okay? Kyoko and I sat in silence, and I waited for her to find the courage to give me a response. I wanted her to open up to me, to say I could stay and we'd fight our battles together. I wanted her to be my true family. But...
Thanks. You didn't have to care so much about me during your time here, but it means a lot.
So, that's how it is.
I'll see you tomorrow, okay? It's late. I seriously need to sleep. Tomorrow is just another day, after all.
Kyoko, please. You don't have to do this to yourself. I can stay. I can be by your side. So please, I can't stand to see you suffer anymore.
Good night, Hitoshi.
Good night, Kyoko. The lights went out in Kyoko's room, and our door closed. I wanted to say so much more than I did, but it all felt so pointless. The poor underclassman of hers was all I'd ever be. Family? That was a faraway dream. I went into their spare room and turned off the lights. In the dark, I found myself crumpling into a ball, all alone. Why couldn't you have told me to stay? That night, I said goodnight to Kyoko for the final time.